Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. We are still waiting for Altseason to finally kickstart in Bitcoin and Ethereum land. You see, we're waiting for the ETH BTC to cross above a certain threshold. But first, we might need to rinse out the Bitcoin ETF buyers. Yes, friends, you see, even though we know that narratives are made up and they're all BS, they don't actually count for anything, they're just catalysts for people and reasons to enter. We know there's bigger cycle forces that are coming to play. Now, the first thing I want to show you is the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin around here, friends, this is just important because this is a daily chart, okay? We flipped red on the daily, all right, and it's been a while, and now maybe, usually these are good short the first time. That's it. It flips red on the daily, it's pulled back into a moving average, and then you can snap it. But you don't know, right? This is the thing. Do you get out here or here or here? You have no idea, all right? You can get out here instead of stop, but I don't do any leverage trades. All I'm just showing you is we can kind of like see these things happening. So I want you to pay attention. I will be pointing out different trades that I like to, because friends, that's how I started in markets themselves, right? I've just been a day trader my whole life. So I love looking at that game. I love playing that. Now, the bigger game, the one that actually retires you, isn't trading for 99.9% of cases, okay? It is buying and holding. If you were to participate using your weekly wages to grab some of the juicy strong core altcoins, sweet. Some of them are still juicy and low. For example, PulseX and Hex, friends. Of course, Chainlink has popped up, but now it's hovering around. I still think Chainlink can do another 10x from here. Why couldn't it, friends? I know a lot of people, they were a bit concerned with how low my price targets were, but you got to remember, man, I'm not talking about each project being trash for the low price targets. I know that everyone gets emotional. Just because I think your coin's only going to do like a 6x doesn't mean I think your coin is trash. I've been telling you from the start, I just don't trust Bitcoin. I just don't trust it. I don't trust Rocca Negra. I don't trust JP Mosquito. I don't trust any of them. And especially, I don't trust the trap formed by everybody buying on a freaking ETF. You know, these things need to get rinsed, friends. That's the thing. So, you know, the people who usually buy here, usually what happens, okay, at some point, there's a scare and there's bad news here where it says like record low ETF volume, and then you'll find out somewhere here, like the news will come out that, you know, Rocca Negra is not actually buying the Bitcoin. They're just borrowing a fund from somewhere. You know what I mean? There'll be some news FUD thing. And guess what? You know, I'm really going to just tell you right now, ahead of time, friends, wearing a Pikachu hat, that the narrative doesn't matter, but I'm gonna like brag about it anyway and say like, well, I told you. But you know, friends, it doesn't even matter. It's all a waste of time. We don't really care. Do you want to be right or do you want to make money? You're here to make money, okay? And what we can see is people are coming in for altcoins. I'm going to quickly show you the weekly SuperTrend chart. Now, why this is important is you see how, friends, when we came up here, everyone was looking for big down, which is crapo, or big up. All right, which is all the weak hands buying up here. But what I said was, I go, look at the chart pattern it did in 2023, this hope and disbelief, this rinsing part. I go, we like to follow ourselves in fractals. This is just how things operate in markets, right? It's very, very, very cool to see. Now, I had just speculated that this would be kind of what we kind of do here. It's the same pattern, right? That's just why I was guessing. Why? It's because no one else was thinking about it. Because everyone wants big up and big down. Now, don't try to put these in a maths formula and stuff. Don't try to like look for surveys and this all the right. It's just if it comes your way. It's just I'm here 18 hours a day. So when everyone's looking for a big up, it's usually a big down. When everyone's looking for a big down, it's usually up, right? What if everyone's looking for both? Well, then you get a big sideways. So that's how the game, right? It's a moving target. There is no formula. But what I like to measure is just, can we reasonably guess what's coming next? That's what I want to see. So here's the thing, friends. See, I like to figure out what the market thinks and what's happening. So if there's a big up shock move, I know that the move is real, right? I can feel that the move is real, and we can allocate aggressively, and more euphoria signs will come for us to exit. Okay. Now, you might say, hey, what if a big down move comes? Well, you stay long or you buy anyway. So this move, you can basically in crypto, if you don't have leverage, which you shouldn't have anyway, anything that goes down is just irrelevant. That's how you think about it. Any big down move, screw it. All right, that's the confidence you need to go forward. It's the big up moves we have to worry about, friends, because big down moves always have a recovery. okay? Because you know they're going to keep printing money. You got the bullish undertone. But the big up moves, okay, if too many weak hands enter, unfortunately, that's more time needed to rinse them out. And look at, speaking of rinsing out, friends, look at this. Okay, now look at this, all right? Dangerous new home for online extremism. Decentralized Autonomous Organization, or DAOs, offer independently minded internet users a safe haven, but it's also a boon to those with a darker purpose. Ooh, this is the most joke, like, loser article I've ever written in my life. It's written by some chick here as well. Like, here I even said, let me buy my Jizz coin in peace. Now, you're gonna, I'm not joking, friends. You're going to see things like genital named coins like Cumshot and Jizz. There is a Jizz on PulseChain, by the way, and it's being talked about by Hexibus, just letting you know, friends. So these coins, yeah, when they start coming out, yeah, oh sweet, this is what we're here for. Now, I want you to appreciate look how much the candle colors affect you and me. When we read this, all right, we just ignore it. You're like, who's this Julia chick? No one really cares. She probably has blue hair. You know what I mean? Like, no one really cares. It's because why? It's because they're on the way up. Otherwise known as optimism. Look at it right here, friends, in the cheat sheet. You see this? Optimism. We're starting to get the early remnants of optimism. Very, very early. Other people aren't. They haven't been truly tested. Just me. See, friends, we all do certain like interpretation of data and stuff, and we come at different points of the cycle. You will make the most amount of money. You don't have to know where everyone else is. You just got to know where you are. That's what you got to know. That's what we got to first start. I know when I start seeing things, I'm like 3 months early. That's what I know. I'm always 3 months early. I've just noticed that. When I feel like, oh, sweet, I feel like there's big bottom and we're going to be bullish, okay? Usually after that, there's like one big smack and then we're up. All right. So I've also learned that when I start getting bearish, I'm now going to know, oh, okay, that means we got 2 to 3 months left. You know, there's going to be another fake out and stuff coming out. Okay. So this is just something I've learned with me. Now, the good thing is I don't want anybody to talk to me or get in my head or whatever, because I want to be a clear signal for you, because I want you to protect yourself from giving this to you for free. So when I'm saying this is optimism, because you're probably looking at, oh, sweet, that means we're just going to up only. Not really. I could be 2 to 3 months early, which means the optimism part might show itself as we get a crash later on and then we recover. But you see that, friends, everybody's going to be in the turmoil of the red candles, and I'm going to be already optimistic. I'm like, oh, we're going to conquer this. We're going to eat the dips, and then everybody's going to start to feel optimistic later on. Okay, so we're moving through the passage of time here. I also wanted to put this in front of you. Okay, so Eric, all right, okay, now, dear Eric, obviously he's like a snake and a pest in the PulseChain community. I want to congratulate Eric. Eric got a lot of predictions right for 2023. A lot. You got to understand, friends, like, that's a big achievement for someone like Eric, because Eric's like, how do I put it? Like, let's say you go to a party and it's literally just a full-on orgy. Like, there's an orgy, people eating jelly beans, there's music, everyone's eating pizza. Woo! Eric's the guy in the corner, like, reading about Napoleon history and stuff. You know what I mean? So for him, as like a mid-curver, to get that many things right in 2023, I think he's found a good formula there for that. But, big but, friends, it doesn't mean you get everything right coming on, because markets are a moving target. So this is how a lot of people, they get fooled by their own randomness. Now, I'm saying Eric is, but I'm just telling you, in trading and stuff, people will do well in a certain period. They can like nail everything up, down, left, right. And then, but I can't tell you how many times, even watching these videos out here, I just feel so up. I don't know what to say. I really feel so happy you guys pick yourselves up. I know a lot of people, can name you, so many of them, they had these periods of their life where they're getting a lot of trades and predictions right, and their confidence is so high, and they'll just disappear. And I like check up on them like a year and a half, 2 years later, because obviously I don't think they're struggling. I think they're killing it, and then you end up finding out like they hammered themselves hard. Now, good thing with Eric, for example, these are just intellectual type of stimulation stuff, which is good for him because there's no leverage and stuff. But you will fear, fear, friends, FOMO. We don't focus on the F part. F part is fear. And yes, friend, it really is fear. Okay, because we've been doing like fear of everything going to zero, and you're like, oh, sweet, as long as that's gone. No. fear of missing out, friends, is way, way, way worse because you see everything like your lottery ticket, okay? You can't possibly imagine another chance like that ever again because you know what? The truth is you don't get them. For example, if you missed Shiba Inu, now I don't want anybody to get upset, please, if you participated in that and you sold too early, because I didn't, okay? But I know people, I'll just tell you, I know personally people who had SHIB, they put in like, I think 2 grand, they sold for 28 grand, and then if they held, it was 10.8 mil. So just think about what's going through their head. They're like, man, if I just messaged my friend Sommi, he would have told me get half out, you know, then he'd have 5 mil. And maybe would have sold too early. Or what sold way too early. Okay, you would have had half a mil. You still could have 10x that, make 5 mil later on. You see what I mean? But you don't get that again. You're not going to get a shit again. Okay, there was dog with a hat. Were you in it on me? No. Okay, because it's propagated and shielded by certain influencers. All right, and you know, Peppy, were you in on that? Yeah, you were in for the last 10x, but were you in for the first 300,000x? No. So you really got to take these things seriously when it comes to these friends. That's why. Looking for these lottery tickets, okay, looking for them. See, we just take them, the lottery tickets. We assume they're lottery tickets, but actually trying to hunt them, it's really much, it's a fool's game. It's so random. You are really better off. You go, oh, this thing might do 1,000x. Okay, how about instead of putting a lottery ticket for 1,000x chance, why don't I try and increase my probability of winning by doing more research, you know, and buying a strong core coin that's maybe undervalued, hated, contrarian, or whatever it is. And you go, okay, maybe not a lottery ticket. Maybe if I put 10 bullets in, maybe even just a 30x is huge for me, okay? So this is part of the process you need to discover for yourself. Obviously, you just copy off me, friends. So I'm doing this for you for free. That's why we are on this journey together. Now, speaking more about Eric's predictions, right? What about his predictions for 2024? The most important part as well is his prediction now is, okay, number 10, Richard Hart hires the most expensive lawyers that money can buy. He still loses his case against the SEC. So I just want a clarification from the community. I said, well, are we even guaranteed that the case resolves in 2024? Because I don't think Eric knows that that's really bullish, by the way. If this resolves in 2024, dude, I don't care. Fine Richard $100 million. 10x it. Fine him $100 million. Okay. They found the wallet threads. Yeah. You think $100 million means anything to a guy? I'm telling you this right now. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you right now because I want all the weak hands to start getting in. Okay, 220,000 Ethereum times. Let's say Ethereum is $4,000 in a year. All right, you have $880 million there. All right, that's earning yield. That's just the ETH that we found. Okay, so good luck. Take 100 million. What's that going to do? I'll ask you, what's that going to do? A couple of years of yield, literally yield. Think about it. And that's a $4,000 ETH. Okay, there's more there, by the way. You go to an $8,000 ETH, now it's 1.6 billion. Just the ETH. Throw $100 million. See, this is the funny part. Okay, make him lose $100 million. Sweet. You know, there's a vibrant ecosystem, friends. We're starting to buy Jizz coin. They're starting to buy Hexy bastard meme coins. People have made now the 5th meme coin of me. By the way, don't touch them, friends. I'm just telling you, right? I'm going to make another post about them later. But quickly on those meme coins. They keep making the coins and people are going to speculate, but I know what I can't tell you is not to do it because, okay, see, you're going to be surprised by this. In bear market, I was saying don't touch them. I did say them. Now it's 2024. I can't say that, friends, because if I say that, they clip me and they say this is the rebellion against Sommi, the coin he doesn't want anybody to get, and it becomes its own narrative and they start buying it, okay? So these are these unique narratives and stories that appear. All right. So there's a lot of things going on with the PulseChain ecosystem. I'm now, by the way, you can actually feel I'm very optimistic from the Wall Street cheat sheet, right? Optimistic that even if Richard loses, right, with all these lawyers, that I think he's going to pump anyway, friends. I'm telling you now, there's bigger forces at play, man. The Bitcoin ETF has put in more eyeballs of crypto. They're going to come in for Ethereum and yield, and guess what? They're going to be like, you know what? Who the hell is smoking crack with $180 swap fee? We fake DeFi Uniswap, also adding a 0.1% fee on top of that. You can suck it. I'm going to go to 2-cent fees, 20-cent fees. That's where they want to be. So that was Eric's prediction. But also, friends, I want to celebrate something, because even though Eric's like a pest and a snake and he backstab everyone, that's the image of everyone in the community. But I just want to show, like, he did get a lot of things right for 2023, and there will be a congratulations to him for this. And very quickly, I won't spend too much time on it, but you can see, I'm just going to notify him that I've liked it. All right, so sweet. He did like Binance and Tether survives. SBF goes to jail. This was like a year ago, right? ETH BTC touches 0.2. So this one, okay, this one I thought, you know, it could have happened. This one had a very, very high chance of happening. It's just that, like, that's why these things are random, friends. Like, how are you to know Celsius was going to have to start liquidating 800,000 Ethereum and just crushing every single rally? You know what I mean? And same as FTX, by the way. So there's a lot of things coming out. BTC pumps above 30K. The corrupt SEC brings the case against Hex and it drops below a cent. He actually got that right and it was like so close. It dropped like below 1 cent as well. So he got a lot of things correct. Okay, he talked about Molestia. So I didn't even know what Molestia was. Molestia launches above 1 billion fully diluted. So he probably saw the names and he goes, oh, there's big time grifters in here. So you probably want to know, with someone who got a lot of things right for 2023, what's he saying about 2024? Well, that's how we have here now. This is the thing, right? 2024, Bitcoin hits an all-time new high. Now, I know, friends, I'm bullish as hell, but I'm just telling you right now, man, that stonk market, we don't know. We don't know. Just be careful of anything. That's all. Also, you know, be careful, friends. Be careful if you're new. Welcome to City. Over there, keep back straight, please. Be careful just means don't do leverage. If there's a big crash, sweet, we hold. Watch my videos. You will do that. Or keep DCA buying, take up cheap prices if we go down. If you're on leverage though, even if you want to stay in, right, the protocols and the exchanges will go, nah, you're forced out. There's all your money. Okay, so that's what you got to be careful of. ETH BTC has seen its bottom for the year, yeah, because it usually rallies in a Bitcoin halving year, right? You'll get another chance to buy Bitcoin below 35K. This might even happen soon, who knows? Maxis will fail to censor ordinals. Now, Ren, this is interesting, right? Because perfect. You're gonna see the Pikachu hat in play here. What's everybody talking about from Bitcoin land? Ordinals. Okay, they're saying it's gonna take over, but what you're gonna learn, okay, is retailers aren't as stupid as you think. Because when retailers make something cool and then it rises and then it fades away, they move to something else, okay? But the mid-curvers chase that narrative too fast. And they think, oh, it was cool back then, it's going to come now. I'm going to make money by dumping my ordinal JPEGs on everybody else. That's what they think is going to happen. But what actually happens is you realize retailers, this is the thing. What I always say, I tell you that saying, it's not your cycle, it was just your turn. You see? It was Bitcoin Ordinals' turn for the degen retailers who don't know what they're doing to come and give you attention. It was just your turn. But when it goes away, it's someone else's turn. But people holding it, they think, no, we're the righteous ones. You see, we're connected to Bitcoin. It's decentralized. It settles on Bitcoin, all these on-chain transactions. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Yeah, I understand it's wonderful within the community, but it's just not your turn anymore. It's someone else's turn. And, you don't have to get another worthy turn until the very, very, very end. See, a lot of people say you'll never get the turn. That's why they'll sell. But I'll say if Bitcoin breaks 69K, goes to 75K, you'll get another turn. Probably the very, very high chance. Okay, so another turn. But are you willing to wait that long? So to put it in another way, trying to predict narratives walking forward is a fool's game. All right, trying to predict it. Because I promise you, friends, I'm not joking. I read 100 of them a week. One of them's right. 100. And 99 of them, they fail because why? They go to what worked in the past. They looked at something that makes logical sense to them now, and then it doesn't end up working. Right? Every year, friends, just hang around. I make predictions. Like I tell you, like, oh, wow, everybody's thinking that these three things are going to be a narrative. Okay, they're not going to be a narrative. I'm not going to waste my time. Okay, they're going to get some sort of pop later on, but they're going to be not going to be a narrative with a high chance. So that's just something to think about when it comes to like conceptualizing these. It talks about quantum cats here. The Bitcoin halving block is reorged due to MEV. Cardano falls out of top 10, replaced by Polygon. So once again, friends, where's a Polygon? Now here's the thing, friends. Polygon is cycle 2, so Polygon doesn't have a chance. It's just that you can see Polygon, friends. Polygon is a bit of a nasty situation there because they're not cool anymore. And there's all these Ethereum layer 2 grifters. And Polygon has its own coin. They're not Ethereum centric. And all these the new meta is to give you an airdrop, right? So you have incentive to use. So they're all pretending that they're Ethereum lovers. It's just because Ethereum holders have the most money in terms of smart contract orders. So everybody's trying to like be friendly to them, okay? And here's his 10th prediction as well. Richard Hart hires the most expensive lawyers. 10 predictions, yes, he's talking about his orb. So I just think it's fascinating, right, to go through these and how they think about. You probably want to know, what's your predictions? What's your predictions? Don't be that stupid, Vince. What's your prediction? Do you see? Look, do you want to be right or do you want to make money? I don't care about being right. I just want to make money. So how does that apply to the context here? Well, I could give you some made up narratives of how I think things are going to play out, etc. I can give you that, but that's the wrong game to play. I'm not going to put my peanut brain in that direction. That's like you asking Lionel Messi to give you a 30-minute presentation before the grand final as to how he thinks the left attackers or the right attackers on the other team are going to play, where he thinks the goalkeeper is going to be kicking most of the game, is like their left defense going to be passing long balls or short balls or through balls. Like, you see what I mean? And he can give you like 50,000 essays. It doesn't matter. That's not what makes him the best. What makes him the best is he's here to win. Okay, he's here to win. He just has a plan for everything. That's it. He has a plan. Okay, you can do a through ball. I play a certain way. If they have like 5 in the back, I do it in a certain way. It's the same thing in crypto. It's the exact same thing. We're ready. Okay, what I can tell you right now, no one in the industry is ready for a PulseChain ecosystem run. No one. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, but no one is ready, friends. No one. No one's ready for the corrupt SEC thing against Richard Hart to be a free advertising God tier, God candle moment. No one's ready for that. They think it's the end. Okay, so you just look for those opportunities. Also, what things that no one's ready for is more meme coinery, right? This is another thing no one's ready for. No one's ready for all these Ethereum restaking chains to give you very diluted, low value airdrops. Okay, they're not ready for those. You can see that there's a lot of weak points coming in, but I'm just going to stop the buck there because the more I think about it, it actually sends you backwards. That's what it thinks. It doesn't send you forwards first. It sends you back. If you spend too much time thinking about it, you fail to open your mind to things happening, because if they're outside of your expectations, you think they don't make sense. You see, they think, oh, that's not rational. But we have to be ready for that. But, you got to be ready for it. Is there something weird that can happen with Grand Theft Auto 6 game being made, or Kanye West's new album? You see, friends, you haven't heard these terms before, right? Or this is related to crypto, right? Or Donald Trump presidency, prediction markets. Like, just be ready for absolutely everything, okay? Like I said, friends, they're starting to buy Jizcoin on PulseChain already, just to show you that, all right? That's the things we've got to be thinking about, and we're going to be monitoring it as it goes on. If you want a quick shortcut, friend, very, very last thing, participate in Launchpads. Why? It's because the good tier Launchpads, they have filters, all right? They have filters and connections. So they just funnel in everything that is relevant and comes in, okay? So if there's a gaming narrative that appears, okay, sweet, they're doing gaming coins. If there's real-world assets, sweet, they're launching real-world asset projects here and there, okay? Otherwise, you're just going to find yourself like spinning wheels trying to figure everything out, okay? I'm doing paid Launchpad. I'm going to do others as well. I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm just telling you how it goes, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, and I'll catch you soon.